What's up, Nexus Youth? How you guys doing today? So today we're doing something a little different. We're doing a little bit of a paintball roulette. This game that we're playing determines who has to spin the wheel of misfortune today. So it's gonna be me, Nate, and Preston and Ben today. And in case you don't know what paintball roulette is, right over here we have a bottle and we're all gonna be circled around it. And when we spin the bottle, whoever it lands on runs over there about 10 feet away, and then they grab the gun, and while he's running to there, the rest of the three of us are gonna be running that way. He's gonna grab the gun, and if he shoots one of us, then we're out. And yeah, I think we might as well just get started just so you guys can see what it looks like. What's up, Nexus Youth? We're your hosts. My name's Trent.
My name's Nate.
17. I'll tell you right now, I'm winning it down. All right, guys, so this is round one. We're gonna spin the bottle. Whoever it lands on runs that way. Whoever doesn't land, they all wanna run that way. All right, so I think we're ready to get started. Y'all ready? No. Okay, here we go. Ball down!
That was close. That went right past his leg.
This thing is falling off my face. You ready? Ah, come on!
It's Nate again.
Oh, I got Preston.
Did it hurt?
I mean, not really.
Good.
You got a sweater on.
What? You're the first one on the chopping block.
I say
Are we still I think when I get to shoot you guys afterwards?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're like, if I do this whole thing and don't get to shoot anybody,
Everybody gets hit at least once. All right, so it's me, Ben, and Trent now. We rotate again, so I'll be on.
So last one.
I'll spin the bottle.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
That's better, too good.
Come on!
Ah! Dude, I hit you dead in the back.
Well, I felt it.
What?
I got him.
Like, nobody else shot one except for you.
All right, so Trent and Preston are on the chopping block.
It didn't even break. It just shot me in the shoulder. It didn't even break. Oh.
Trent and Preston are on the chopping block. Me and Ben are gonna get suited up to get shot at now, and we're gonna see who knocks the most balloons off and who's gonna be spinning the wheel of misfortune.
All right, so we have a plan. So technically how the rules work is we each get 6 shots, but if we don't hit any balloons on our first 6 shots, and we just keep hitting them, then it becomes sudden death between me and him, and it's the first one to shoot balloons. So technically we can keep shooting them without shooting their balloons like all day. So that's our plan. We definitely want to get them though.
All right. You want to go first? You want to do the honors, sir?
Sure, why not? Hey, you guys ready? Stand a little closer. Stand next to each other. You guys need to be shoulder to shoulder.
I mean, 6 feet apart, but...
Shoulder to shoulder.
I think, no, that counts.
No, it doesn't even break.
I don't know if it's gonna pop it. I don't think it's gonna pop it.
It doesn't break.
It bounced off.
Pass the break.
I don't know if they're gonna break.
That's why we're getting closer.
He's aiming around it. Look at, see that's right on me, man.
Oh my God! Wait,
so good.
hold on, how many is that?
So far we've missed all our shots, but that was 2 each.
Okay, so you guys are on, it doesn't matter, you still have 2 each. I think Preston's counted, but that's my opinion.
Are you sure you don't want to get closer?
I'm positive. Oh! Did that hit you?
Dang it.
They suck. Okay, that's 4.
That's 4.
Oh my God, dude, this is a miracle.
That's
God,
5.
God is literally coming down and saving me.
If we miss all our shots, it's sudden death.
Oh my God, I heard that go.
That's 6. That's 6. Okay, sudden death.
So what does that mean?
I thought they were gonna hit more shots.
What does sudden death mean?
That means first one to pop a balloon wins.
I mean, technically, you guys should win.
I think so too, but
You guys should scoot up
I don't think scoot up.
No.
for accuracy.
That's good. That is good.
Stop.
This is a high-powered gun.
Sorry.
Oh, that hit it. That hit it again. They're not gonna pop. They're not gonna pop. Preston wins.
Don't pop, you just gotta get closer.
No.
That's not how.
That's not how. No, stop it. No, that's not how it works.
That's the second one.
It's the first person to pop a balloon.
It's not gonna pop.
Okay, he already,
Let's see. All right.
Preston already suffered.
Oh! Right on the wrist. Oh, it didn't pop. That one did not pop.
It's a miracle. Just hit Nate first, not me, guys, please. Oh my God, dude.
I think Preston won already.
Oh!
Am I safe? Am I safe? Am I safe? Am I safe? Oh, am I safe?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I popped the balloon.
I'm not spinning the wheel.
Oh my God.
I'm not
I'm
spinning the
so
wheel.
happy. I'm literally so happy.
Oh my gosh. I got hit in the wrist.
I mean, I had the more challenging
I'm good
shots.
though. It didn't even break.
Missy, what happened here?
I'm not spinning that wheel.
Yeah.
You popped it.
I popped the balloon.
I won.
Oh my God.
I hit 2 balloons.
I mean, the deal was you popped the balloon. It was.
I agree with that, but I do kind of feel like it was weird. I don't know.
It was weird. All right, I'm gonna tell you guys what the truth. The truth was we weren't gonna be aiming for the balloons for our first like 6 shots.
Yeah.
And then we were gonna go to sudden death anyway.
I figured.
But then we
Ben, you
realized
didn't
there
even
is
get
no
shot
way-
once.
I know. I'm so happy.
But I will say, had you never popped any, then I would have said you won, Preston.
Yeah.
But the
I
fact
would
that
agree with
you proved that you could pop it.
Yeah, but that's because he was like 20 yards in front of where I hit the balloon from.
What's the difference?
Wait,
the
wait.
harder shot.
Did you get any shots from that new vantage point?
Yeah, I think I had 1 less than him. I technically should have 1 more shot. But, I mean, it's... Okay, go
Y'all stand right over there, guys.
Again? Hold on, guys.
But this
Don't
is
go
only...
yet.
I will spin the wheel if I miss.
Hey, can I check out
You gotta
something
hit
again?
Ben.
Preston, last shot.
Hold on. Don't go yet.
Okay, stop right there.
No, hold on.
You can come up a little bit if you want.
Hold on. I'm gonna put this thing on.
Bro, my team's going great.
Oh my God, that one literally fell right past my ear, man. Right past my ear. I'm so happy I didn't use
That
that
was
one.
it.
Dude, I was... Man...
miss.
Alright guys, so we're at the Wheel of Misfortune. I'm honestly I am feeling bad that he keeps getting it. He has been cheated once, but there was nothing we could have done about that one. This one, it was just more of unlucky, I would say.
Well, I guess I'm unlucky.
Okay. Alright, Preston, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and
let's do
spin
it.
the wheel. What do we got? Oh. The
Milkshake of despair? Well, I guess I'm getting pelted with eggs again because I ain't drinking that thing.
Alright guys, so we got the milkshake of despair. Or should we, you want to do a respin?
No,
I will give you this one time to do a respin.
No, there's worse things on there.
There's worse things on it. Okay, then the milkshake of despair is it. You have to at least take a sip whenever we do.
Just don't do any fish. Or don't do any animals or meat, okay?
Okay, fine. Alright guys, so we're doing milkshake of despair. That's coming to you guys next week. Alright, see you guys at the devotion. What's up, Nexus Youth? We're back at it again with another devotion, but this time, again, we have Chloe with us. And, yeah. And so, you guys just saw the PaintBall Roulette. I hope that was fun for you guys, and I really hope I didn't get shot
It's probably interesting.
multiple times.
Because you guys don't know about it.
No, Chloe, we don't know. Yeah, we haven't filmed it yet, so we have no idea.
Everybody's at least getting shot once.
Yeah, and I wonder who's. I'm gonna guess who spun the wheel. I think it was. Wait, Ben's spinning the wheel, right?
Ben's spinning the wheel.
There's potentially a way Ben can spin the wheel.
Yeah.
I think. You know, I want to say Ben's.
I want to say Ben's spinning the wheel.
And
Yeah.
is he in pepper spray?
Oh.
I'm sticking with that. I'm sticking with that. All right. Anyways, all right. So let's get into the devotion. So for this week, I don't know. I was kind of thinking about what we should talk about, and this is something that that me and Nate have gone over in our internship, and the title is Unconditional Love Defined. So what we always talk about how we need to love other people and how we need to treat other people right, and our relationship with God and our relationship with other people should be unconditional love. But what I want to talk about is, what does that really look like? What does that actually mean when we say unconditional love? And I think that unconditional love is what it's all about. I think it's the heartbeat behind everything that we do for God. So anytime we're serving for God, we need, whatever we're doing, we need to make sure that we're doing it unconditional. So unconditionally. So basically, without reward, without basically no conditions to it. The better put it, like, whatever we're doing, do it in a loving manner where we get nothing out of it and it's all for God's glory. Like, and I listed off a couple things that I thought that love was, and I put that unconditional love is a love with no reward. It's a love that sets aside selfish wants and desires, and it's a love that benefits no one but the receiver of the love. It kind of sounds like, I guess it kind of sounds like something like we get nothing out of it, but which basically that is what unconditional love is. But at the same time, whenever we're serving God and we're unconditionally doing stuff for God and in His name, we are, in a way, we do get something out of it. What do you guys think so far about that?
Yeah, I agree. I think that when we go into something, we should go into it with not just love, but like willingness, I guess, like wanting to, because I know like sometimes it's hard to want to volunteer and stuff like that, but that's like what we're here for, is to help others and when people are in need. So when there's a need, then we should fill that need and not have anything negative to say about it or have a negative mindset about it. So
Yeah, I just think it's good to be aware of like the intentions you have behind everything that you do, because if your intention is to love others to get reward out of it, then you're not really in the right place.
Yeah, I think we kind of live in like a world where it's what can we get out of what we're doing. It's always like there's always like a mindset of, okay, well, if I'm going to do this, what's the benefit? What am I going to get out of it? And a lot of times, when God calls us to do something, it's not going to seem like it's something that's going to benefit us, but really, because that's just what it's all about. It's doing things unconditionally with no reward. But in the end, it is rewarding because this life isn't what it's all about. It's not about this life. It's the next life, and it's making sure we get people serving God and people loving God. And so I have a verse, some verses I want to read to you guys from 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 1 through 13. And I think that this perfectly defines what unconditional love is. And so if you guys, I'm going to read it to you guys, but if you guys have a chance to read it on your own at home, I think that'd be really beneficial to you guys. All right, so bear with me. It's like 13 verses long. But so it starts off with, if I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanking cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship, that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, and it always perseveres. Love never fails. And before I go on, I just want to mention that love is not just a word. It's not just this one thing. Love is a multitude of basically of like different like actions, or love is basically, it's not just this one thing. It's like this whole idea of everything that you do. If it doesn't matter if you're doing something good, doesn't matter if you're saying good things, if your heart behind these things, if your heart in it isn't in the right place, if you're just doing this just to please the crowd and not to actually please God, it means nothing.
I like how when you're reading that, like, it compares love to the root of everything else. So
Exactly.
It gives examples of everything that love is and everything that like love stems.
Yeah.
And it's always at the root of everything.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to continue reading it. It says, love never fails. But where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. And then it says, when I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me. For now we see only a reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain, faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. And right there it says, you can have faith, you can have hope, but if you don't have love within those two things, it means nothing. Because you can believe in God, you can believe in Jesus, you can believe in something, but if you don't have that love for God, if you don't have that love for the people that are around you, then what's the point of it? In God's eyes, it means nothing to him. I mean, and in the Bible, it also talks about how demons, they even believe in God. Doesn't the devil even believe in God? But he doesn't love God. He doesn't look at him in that way. He doesn't unconditionally love him. He always wants something out of it. So in the same way, we can believe in God and we can have faith, but if we don't have the right intentions, if we're not on this earth for the right reasons and we're not living the way we should for the right reasons, it means nothing. Mm-hmm. You guys have any?
Yeah, I think that's really good. Just being aware of like what our intentions are, like Chloe said, like going into something. Because like I said, it's really easy to not want to get up and go help somebody when they need help. But when it comes down to it, like when we need help, we want somebody to help us. And so we have to also return that same favor, you know. And so we have to be there for people like we want people to be there for us. And it's kind of like treat others how you want to be treated. It's super simple, but it's the truth. So just showing unconditional love is super important.
Yeah, sometimes I find myself doing good things, but my intentions behind it are so that I can get something out of it. Like I'll help someone to make me feel better about myself instead of helping them because I love them and I want them to benefit from what I'm doing instead of just making myself feel better about myself, I guess.
Yeah.
So I always try to work on my intentions behind everything, because if you have good intentions, then the outcome is going to affect people differently, and you're probably honestly going to get more out of it because you can learn from the things that you do.
Yeah, and I think we all go through this, and this is exactly why we're talking about it. And another way of thinking is I think we all have that person in our lives that no matter like what we do to them, they're always gonna treat us well. And it's always nice knowing that type of person, or knowing that no matter what, that person's gonna be there for you because unconditionally they love you no matter what. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter maybe the things you've said to them. That person is still gonna take care of you, and that's a big reason why we as people, just in general, we all should strive to be that person in other people's lives. We should all try to be, not because we want people to think so greatly of us, but because that's what God calls us to do. God calls us to be that light in the darkness, and if you are unconditionally loving other people, then you're going to be that light, and that's exactly what God calls other people to do.
And Jesus loved people that he didn't even know. Like, you could make, you can make someone's day without even knowing them. Like, I was in a Starbucks drive-thru the other day, and I was having a not very great day, and the lady was so nice to me, and she messed up on my order, and she realized it without me even realizing it, and then she gave me a free drink. And I don't know, and she was just so nice to me, and it kind of made my day. I was like, wow, she was really nice.
Yeah.
And it impacts people's day. You can just be nice to people, and loving people in that way can help a lot too.
Yeah, and I think that as students watching this, I think a big thing is just to be aware of even in relationships that you guys might have. What are the intentions behind that? Are you in that relationship to get something out of it, or are you in that relationship because you genuinely love that person? And it doesn't even have to be a guy-girl thing. It could even just be a friendship. Are you the friends you have? Are you friends with them because that you get something out of it? Like, do they make you look popular? Or are you in that friendship because you genuinely care for that person and you want, and as you're growing, build a relationship, and as you grow, they're growing with you. And so that's one thing we need to be aware of. And we just have to understand that we live in a world where we're going to constantly learn that if you want something, you have to give something. Mm-hmm. And what's cool with God is, God's nothing like this world. He will give you his love unconditionally without anything in return. There really should be no reason why God should love us. I mean, it sounds kind of harsh or whatever,
we're
but
not deserving of it.
But we're constantly, we were born in sin, and sin is the separation between us and God, and disobedience. But God is so loving and God is so forgiving that he is willing to love you no matter what. And all we have to do is just look back at him and say, God, I'm sorry, and I love you, and I know you love me. Can you forgive me? And if we just follow what God has for us and make sure that everything we do is in love, unconditionally, with no reward, nothing, we're not getting anything out of it. The sole purpose of us doing things in this life is simply to represent God. We're going to get really far, because if God's in it, then there's no way we can fail. Mm-hmm. Like it said, love never fails. God is love. God never fails. And if we're with God and we have love, we won't fail. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. If you have good intentions, and God always knows your intentions behind everything, and if you're following his plan for your life with good intentions, you're going to succeed because God never fails. But if you're living life with the wrong intentions and on your terms, then you're not going to succeed in the way you want, or in the way God would. You wouldn't fulfill the life that you could have if you had good intentions and you were loving others the way Jesus wants you to.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, you guys have anything else?
I think that was good.
We're good? All right. All right, guys, so that was the devotion for you guys. Just remember, the reason we're here is to unconditionally love others. And when we do things for others and we are serving for God, make sure that we're doing it in an unconditional way, in an unconditional loving way, making sure that everything we do it's not for us, but it's for God and for others. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pray. Nate, did you want to close this in prayer?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Thank you just for today and for bringing us all together for another devotion. Thank you for your word, and I just pray that you speak to all the students that are watching this right now. Help us to build our youth group up over this next year and get back to where we were in the past, Lord. And I just pray for all the students that they have an amazing week and that school is going smoothly. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right, guys. So we'll see you guys next video. Thanks for joining, and we'll catch you later.
See you later.
See ya.
Bye.